Los Angeles is dealing with the biggest wildfire in the city's history.
Hundreds of residents are being forced to evacuate their homes.
California's governor has declared a state of emergency, with several other large wildfires burning on the state's west coast.
The western U.S. is being hit by another type of natural disaster, wildfire.
The sheer numbers are staggering. 100 fires in total, around 80 of them considered large.
In 9 western states. Did you get that? 75 fires in 9.
Can you also talk about, last week saw virtually unprecedented floods across South Asia.
The Eagle Creek fire has charred some 30,000 acres in the heart of Oregon's scenic Columbia River Gorge.
Jennifer, it's hard to wrap your head around this. Again, really hard to find the words to describe this. We're talking about this luscious, pristine green gorge now turning orange and red, billowing black smoke.
Like nothing I've ever, really ever seen.
I knew there was fires going on, but I didn't think it was going to be as bad as it is right now. I didn't realize the whole town was going to be shut down, which is kind of spooky.
That glowing smoke just rolling and billowing into the sky.
I haven't seen one this big. I've seen a lot of them, but I've not seen one this big.
And it really is even just hard to find the words to describe this. A true hell on earth, almost apocalyptic looking, the glow from those flames.
Altogether, the state's wildfires have scorched more than 1,000 square miles. That's about 1/3 of all the land burning across the United States.
Whether it's the floods down in Houston or Hurricane Irma that's threatening Florida, wildfires across the west, or extreme drought on the plains,
We're still struggling to fully comprehend its aftermath.
After one of the heaviest downpours in U.S. history, the storm is generating an amount of rain that would normally be seen only once in more than 1,000 years.
Mother Nature is angry. We've never seen the kind of damage, the biblical flooding.
But the number of natural disasters has nearly quadrupled since 1970.
And other countries have their own versions, like it's raining chair legs, or it's raining cobbler's knives or pocket knives. I've never heard anyone say it's raining spiders, but maybe they should. Take a look at this.
Santo Antonio da Platina, southern Brazil, February 2013.
Não, mas isso aqui é ignorância.
The sky is full of spiders. Thousands of them swarming to form a cloud.
Não, mas isso aqui é ignorância. Chovendo aranha. Cara, dá até medo de andar aqui.
It's an arachnophobe's nightmare.
Cara, não vou aí não, velho. Sai daí, Robson. Cara, dá medo.
The freaked out onlookers think it's raining spiders, but it's not. In fact, this cloud is a giant communal web, apparently strung between power lines, and it's natural behavior for this species. But don't get too comfortable, because elsewhere spiders can and do get tangled up in the weather, as people in Dallas, Texas discover.
There were spider webs on the street lights. They were hanging off of the trees. When they were blowing out, they were about 12 to 14 feet long. It was absolutely crazy. Everything, I mean everything, was covered in spider webs.
North Texas is tangled in sticky spider webs. They're stuck to lampposts, cars, and everything else they touch.
On a scale from 1 to 10 of strangeness, I would say this was about a 21.
And how they got there is even stranger. They hitched a lift on the wind. Many species of spiders actually use their webs to fly on the wind. It's called ballooning.
Spider ballooning is most often seen in young spiders, and they use it as a way to spread out over long distances and find new habitats.
These special webs act like sails, so it only takes a slight breeze to get the spiders airborne.
There they go.
By taking advantage of the weather, the Texan spiders may have traveled hundreds of miles. And it's not just the wind that helps our eight-legged friends take off. Physicist Joe Dwyer explains how spiders can fly using lightning.
So the Earth actually forms this electrical circuit called the global circuit. It's energized by thunderstorms.
When a storm cloud forms, positively and negatively charged particles within the cloud are separated. This separation creates static electricity, which can be discharged in the form of lightning. But some of this static electricity is not discharged. It remains in the atmosphere.
Even if there are no thunderstorms around, there's still large-scale electric fields. They're always there.
A spider's web can pick up a few of these charged particles. Just like in a magnet, like charges repel each other. Because the particles on the web have the same charge as the particles in the air, the web is pushed away and the spider flies.
Now, if you're very light, like a little spider, then it's possible, if you have enough charge on you or on your little web, to float or to rise in such electric fields.
Joe has prepared a simple demonstration to show how this works.
I made some homemade spiders. These are actually little Halloween spiders. I've taped pieces of mylar on the end to represent the webs. So I'm going to take one, put it on top of a Van de Graaff machine, which will develop a big charge. Turn it on. And away it goes. So the charge in the web causes the web to rise up in the Earth's electric field, taking the spider with it.
So next time you see a spider floating past on a windless day, just remember, you could be witnessing the power of the Earth's invisible electric field.
เฮ้ยมานี่แล้วไอ้เหี้ยล็อกหนูกดล็อกเร็วเฮ้ย